everyone, I'm Dr. Jeannie Bertoli, relationship and divorce trainer.
And I'm Ty Supanchik, family law attorney.
We are so glad you're with us today. Today we want to talk to you about communication strategies for lovers. Yes, it is February. It is the month of Valentine's Day and the month of lovers. And so we wanted to give you some strategies and a protocol specifically to keep your relationship terrific as you guys go through the time together, through the months, through the years. Because by default, relationships don't stay as amazing as they are at the beginning. We all know that. And so we wanted to give you a specific set of questions, a specific protocol for keeping your relationship great. And if you do this, if you ask yourselves these questions, even 80% of the time, if every other day you went through and asked yourselves these questions, then you will have a better relationship. I guarantee it. So, are you ready to get started?
Yes. The first one is to ask yourself, what did I do today to connect to my beloved? What did I do to create a moment where I felt their heart? Whether it was looking sincerely into their eyes, or cuddling with them, or sending a random text unexpectedly saying, how you doing, sexy, or thinking of you, something like that.
Nice ass.
Creating a moment. You can't do that in a text, though. Unless they sent you a picture.
You remember what it looks like,
okay,
Ty.
all right, okay.
That's it for you? Creating a moment?
That's good.
For me, this idea of connection is so important because we want basically to feel the heart of our beloved. And so to take that moment, as Ty was saying, either through a text or just through staring, taking that moment to look in their eyes and feeling that connection, that just means all the world. I think to both sexes. Do you think it matters to men?
Yeah, I think it does.
You think it does?
Yeah.
Kind of?
Somewhat.
Okay. The second question is, what did I do today to appreciate my beloved? So appreciation and an attitude of gratitude. I'm sure you've heard that phrase many, many times before, and it's kind of in vogue to be in gratitude. Well, there's a reason for it. And that is that when we're in a space of feeling appreciative and feeling gratitude for our lives and our beloveds, then it shifts how we feel about the relationship. So what did I do today to show appreciation to my beloved and feel that appreciation? No matter what's going on, if you guys are in a smooth time or in a rough time, there's always something to be grateful for. Always, always. And if you find yourself unable to attune to that, you can always come back to, I'm grateful we are alive. I'm grateful we are well, each of us. I'm grateful we have our children if you have them. I'm grateful we're financially stable if you have that. Whatever you have, find what you do have. And that will shift how you think about the relationship. And by expressing that, it'll shift how your beloved feels and sees you, especially over time. And these are all about over time being consistently nurturing to our relationships.
The next one is to ask yourself, what did I do today to show affection to my beloved? It's easy to slip into the roommate roles where you're just doing things every day and living life. And if you're not showing physical affection, you might as well just be roommates. So create that time. Spoon in the morning, hit the snooze alarm and spoon, or break into dance, grab her and dance in the kitchen when a good song comes on.
No jazz hands required.
No, I'm sorry. Unless they're into really jazz or something. But you have to have physical affection. You have to show and express physical affection. And you should ask yourself every day, how did I show affection with my lover, with my beloved?
With my beloved. I love that. So the next question is, what did I do today to understand my beloved's perspective? By default, we think about our perspectives. You all know that. By default, I think about what I'm happy about, what I'm not happy about. And so to intentionally ask yourself the question, what did I do today to understand my beloved's perspective? Whatever's going on in your relationship that's creating any level of discord, if you would just take 5 minutes, not even 5, frankly, to say, I'm not going to think about my perspective. I'm not going to think about, for these minutes, how I see the situation. I'm only going to think, how does this make sense to him or her? That's it. How does it make sense? And you have to come up with an answer. So it can't be something that you just write off and say, doesn't make sense. I don't know how they could possibly see it, because then you're not trying hard enough. It somehow makes sense to them, even if you disagree with their perspective. It has an internal logic and an internal consistency to it. So try to get to that place of how does it make sense to them, and then tell them.
Another one, what did I do today to show I was thoughtful or to be thoughtful? What did I do today to make their day easier? What could I do today to make their day easier? Maybe you don't normally go to the grocery store. Well, you could. Maybe you don't pick up the kids normally. You could. What you can do things to show that you're thoughtful, that you're being thoughtful, that you're making their day easier, that there's a good reason to stay in a relationship with you, that you're not just again a roommate or something.
Or just about yourself.
Yeah.
And the old routine. But I love the way Ty's putting it, that to ask yourself the question, what could I do today? Or what did I do today to make my beloved's life a little bit easier or a little bit better? By slowing down and asking that question, when I hear even you say it, it just feels revolutionary. It feels like it could totally shift and transform relationships by asking that question regularly. And we're talking about every day, but it doesn't have to be every day. So the last tip is, what did I do today to show kindness to my beloved? And something you may be really aware of is that there's a harshness in our culture and in our society these days. I'm not sure exactly what caused it, and I don't really care right now. What I do care about is us being kinder to each other, and especially to our beloved. Unfortunately, as you all know, we tend to bring our roughest sides often, our least intentional sides, are just sort of whatever is left over into our relationships. So I want you to ask yourselves, what did I do today to show kindness? And yes, you may notice there's some overlap among these questions, and that's intentional, because we want to make sure that you get at the point, that you get to the point of, no matter which question got you, which question really hooked into your needs and your relationship's needs, that we met it in one of those questions or two of those questions. So how did I show kindness to my beloved today? I hope this serves you. I know Ty hopes this serves you. And he was going to say,
click the link below if you want a printed version of this with bonus material.
And please click the link below to subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is Ending Divorce Trauma for Kids. We will see you next month, and we hope you have an amazing February.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Take care.